so we're going to kind of bring back a move that we did, I think, first class. Going into, it's called a crab. So we're going to touch on our tabletop and go into our crab and then move into a monkey press. So at the very end of class, we're going to combine a couple moves together, which I'm really excited for. So let's stand up and back away, and we're going to start with our wrist. I need to keep an eye on anyone else joining us tonight. I know that there's a few kind of running behind and running late. It's all right. So we're going to start with our hands right out in front of us. I'm going to show you from the side here. Fingers up towards the ceiling. You're going to push the air away. So that's going to glide your shoulders out in front of you. And then you're going to be pulling the shoulder blades back together. Here we go. I'm going to add in. Perfect. And just keep going with that. Pushing forward. Hello. We're working our shoulders here. Really bringing them apart. Retracting them back in together. Keeping those elbows nice and straight. Breathe in as you reach forward. Exhale as they come back in. 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in. And out. Good. Just shake that out. If you're lucky, you may have gotten some little cracks out from that upper body and in through the shoulders and neck. Okay. We're going to do that again. We're going to do 10 reps, and I want you to think that your rib cage doesn't move. So a lot of the time when we're retracting our shoulder blades back, we kind of compensate by pushing the rib cage forward, right? So I want you to focus on that. So the ribs and hips stay nice and steady, and we just want these shoulder blades moving on their own. If you notice that you're kind of compensating by pushing forward, you want to start all over. Just shake it off and begin again. So let's go fingertips towards the ceiling. Push an object away, and then it's pushing back on you. So the shoulder blades are coming apart, rounding the upper back, and then you're retracting them back in together. There you go. Forward as far as you can, back as far as you can, without this extra. 5, 4, 3, keep those fingertips up. 2, nice work. 1, good. Shake that out. Shake that out. We're going to go into some circles. So the circle is coming right from the shoulder again, pushing out in front, raising up to behind, back and down. So just big shoulder circles. Really try to keep those elbows straight. 5, other direction. Good. 4, 5. Nice. Shake that out. Awesome. Tilt your head, ear to shoulder. Just letting the shoulders hang right down. Up and over. And again. Up and over. 1 more. And roll it forward to the other side. And roll it forward to the other side. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to drop down to the ground and continue with our wrists and our elbows here. So when we're down on the floor, hands and knees here, my knees are resting on the ground. My palms are nice and flat, and I'm going to spread my fingertips apart as much as I can. There we go. And now what I want you to do is grip the floor with your fingertips. So nice, strong fingertips into the ground here. You're going to take a big breath in and lean forward over top of your fingertips, keeping flat palms. Push your hands into the floor in order for you to sit back. Breathing in, coming forward, pushing those fingertips back. 2, 3. You can make these as big or as small as you please. You're really just trying to get into that front of that wrist, that big lean forward. It's not always the most comfortable. Good. Back to center. You're just going to do little circles now with your shoulders. So your shoulders are doing little circles over your hands. One direction. Then we're going to go the other direction. Keeping those elbows nice and straight, and you're always pushing down into the floor. Fantastic. Good. Stopping through center once again. Okay, so our eye of our elbow. The eye of the elbow is this inside flexion point. So you're going to be twisting that and giving some rotations to this. So eye of the elbow is going to face inward, and then you're going to rotate the elbows so it faces outward. Rotate in, rotate out. Keeping the hands nice and steady on the ground. You'll feel this pulling up the wrists, pulling up those shoulders. Keep rotating the elbows in and out. 2 more. Fantastic. Good. Sitting back. Palms facing you now, fingers towards the floor. You're going to set the back of your hands down to the ground. Awesome. So the further your hands are away from you, the more stretch that you're going to add on. And the more that you sit towards your heels, again, the more stretch you add on. So find what works best for you. You don't want to be pushing it too hard. You also want to make sure you do get a little bit of that stretch and you are testing it out. Just tiny little rocks for yourself here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring that off. Oh, the transition out is sometimes pretty nasty, not always the most comfortable there. Those circles with the wrists. And flip-flop them around. Brilliant. We're going to lie down onto our stomach. We're going to take a lie down. That's it. Warming up our shoulders here. Arm out to our side. We're going to go into our scorpions. We're going to go in and out for 5 reps. So our opposite leg's going to lift up. You're going to reach that toe towards that hand. 1, and bring it back to where you started. 2, and bring that back to where you started. Really reach that toe for the fingertips. 3, that's it. 4, your glutes are nice and tight. Your abdominals are turning on, really helping you with that reach. I believe we have 1 more. Fantastic. Returning to center. We're taking the other hand out to the side in a T shape. And opposite leg's going to lift up. And reach those toes for your fingertips. 1. 2. Good. Really feel your core pulling your body back into alignment. 4. 1 more. And 5. Awesome. Other side, where we began. And this time, you're going to rotate your shoulder so your palm is now facing the ceiling. Same idea here. 5 in and out. Reaching that toe towards the fingertips. 1. We just have a tiny different angle to our shoulder. 2. Really squeeze the glutes to lift that leg. Oh. 3. Looks good. 4. I think I'm sliding backwards. 1 more. 5. Fantastic. Let's go next side. Palm out. And then it faces the ceiling. Opposite leg lifts. 5 reps. 1. Aim the toes for those fingertips. 2. 3. 4. 1 more. 5. Good job. Just sit back in child's pose for me. We can go hands and knees and go into a cat position just to bring our back out of the extension that we put it through. Perfect. Okay, we're going to take a seat now. Bring our feet out in front. Okay, so we're going to start with our shoulder shrugs. We're going to go up into a tabletop and then eventually into a crab reach. We're going to work our way through this. So your hands are back behind you. Your fingertips can either be pointing towards the sides of the room or back behind you, whatever is comfortable for you. And what you're going to do here is collapse through that chest, collapse through those shoulders, thinking really slouched. And then what I want you to do is lift to the shoulder blades, drawing the shoulder blades down into your back pocket. And then collapse again. There you go, push the floor away, lift and lengthen the neck. This is 2, keep going, down and up, 3 and 4. We have 10 to do. 5, 6, looks good, guys. 7, keep those elbows straight. 8, nice, 2 more. Again, if you're lucky, you're getting some cracks out from behind the, or between the shoulder blades, sorry, maybe up into the neck. And hold it up. Stay nice and lifted, nice and long. Now I want you to just take note, is your rib cage being popped forward as well? So are you overextending yourself and kind of adding a little arch to that upper back? So let's go back into our slouch. And think about keeping the rib cage where it is and just thinking about those shoulders themselves. This way, you're actually maintaining a more neutral spine, and we're not going to be pinching anything through that upper back once we get into our tabletops and our crab reaches. We just want to avoid that we're not overextending ourselves right from the start. Okay, so 10 reps, thinking about keeping that rib cage neutral. So again, 1, we're just warming up this position. 2, priming it before we put any load onto it. We lift our hips up off the ground. 4, keep going up and down. 5, this is how we activate those nice back muscles. 6, 7, good job. 8, 2 more. 9 and 10. Good. We're just going to take the hands off. Your elbows might kind of feel a little strained right now. So we can do these lovely little, I don't know, what are these? Twists. In and out, in and out. Just for those elbows. That's it. Okay, we have 10 more reps of those shoulder shrugs just to really make sure that we can control that neutral spine and just lift up through those shoulders. Okay, toes are facing forward. You're thinking nice and tall. Fingertips either to the side or directly behind you. Grip the floor with your hands. This is going to be the difference here. Fingertips deep into the ground. Lift. 2. Like you're pushing yourself off the floor. There we go. Elbows stay straight. Don't let those elbows bend. 6. 7. There we go. Getting nice cracks out. Kind of right up into behind my ears. Hold it up on this 10th one. We're going to introduce our tabletop. So you don't want your feet too close to you to begin with. So if you want to just kind of shimmy them a little bit further away, it's safer to go further out. You're going to drive your heels into the floor. Keep your shoulders nice and tall. And pop the hips up. Make sure we're opening and squeezing those shoulder blades. Drop the hips down. Good. Go again. Bring it up. Squeeze the glutes. Then back down. Think tall through that chest. Oh yeah, it's dirty on those elbows. Take a break whenever you need. There we go. Up and down. Squeeze those glutes. This is halfway. We're at 5. 6. Oh, I'm starting to shake. 7. Keep pushing down through the floor. Shoulder blades tight, opening that chest. 2 more. Long neck, 1 more. Drop it down. Oh, take a break, get off those arms. See if they can even bring them in. Oh. Good. Nice. This is the importance of those elbow rotations we were doing this morning. Oh my goodness. At the beginning of class, like 10 minutes ago. Oh, okay. So that was our tabletop intro. We have 2 more rounds of that one. We're just going to keep adding on, keep thinking about certain details. So in this one here, I'm going to ask that you do change your hands. So whatever direction you had them, just kind of change them up a bit. See how it works for you. Okay, so feet shoulder width apart. Shoulder width, toes pointing forward. And then what I want you to do is think about the shoulders here coming as far apart from one another as possible. Okay? So lifting up, shoulders far apart as possible. Keep nice and tall as you pivot up. Keep the shoulders in place as you draw the hips down. So now nothing else moves but those hips going up. Squeeze the glutes. Hips going down. Staying solid in that upper body. 3. Slight gaze forward. 4. Always just reposition if you have to. 5. Up. 6. Up. 7. Nice and locked at the top. 3 more. 3. Don't collapse through those shoulders. 2. Woo, 1 more. 1. And bringing it down. Okay. Wasn't as bad as first round. Good, about 30 seconds here. I think my forearms from kettlebells last night in that class, those were speaking to me this morning. So this is quite interesting. All right, next one. Last tabletop by itself. Just put it all together. So wherever your fingers were placed best. Feet about shoulder width apart. Nice and tall. 10 more. Here we go. Up. 1. 2. Go for that lock sensation at the top. Don't just stop with the hips off the ground. Really push until you feel this. I want to find another word for it, but it is. It's like a lock sensation. Right when you get up, just a little extra click. Squeeze of the glutes there. Up and click. Here we go. It's like you think your seatbelt's on, but it just needs that little bit more. 6. Feel the glutes from last night too. My goodness. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Bring it in. Woo. Elbow circles. It's crazy how something so small and so minimal with little to no extra weight can be so demanding, right? It's tricky over time. We have crab reach. So now this is similar to our tabletop, but we're going up with one arm. So let me show you here. So I'm setting up very similar. My hand is behind me, a little bit more centered than it would be in tabletop. Some good distance here between my feet and my hands. My other arm is going to go up into this 90 position here. Okay, so here I go, up into my tabletop, but then I'm going to keep going up and lifting up through that shoulder until I can reach over my ear. Drawing it down, staying tall through that shoulder, taking a seat, bringing my hand back in front. Other side, like this, we're going to go up. And then keep lifting through that shoulder, lifting through the glutes, reaching over your ear, and back down. Sounds good? We're going to do 5 a side. Okay, so let's pick a side to start with. Go with our right. It's going to feel a little bit better than our left for our first time. Use these first 5 as intro. And here we go. Thinking tall, going up, and a little bit higher, rotating through that shoulder. 1. Up. 2. Up. 3. Whoo. Up. 4. Oh my goodness, 1 more. Up. 5. Huh. Switch sides as soon as you're done 5. Hand out in front. Driving through those heels. Squeeze the glutes. Look down to that hand on the floor. 1. One side's probably going to feel a little bit better, more sturdy or fluid. 3. 4. 1 more. And 5. Beautiful. Mia's behind the camera right now being like, good job. Thank you. Okay. I can't wait to see what you guys look like for your second round. Just going to take a peek at you guys. So we're going to do, again, 5 crabs each side. Show me. 5 each side. There we go. Good job. It's hard to get those hips into that second elevation. It's almost like you get them up. You are pushing the knees open. There we go. Good work. Nice. Darlene, take a wider stance with your feet. Just let me see what that is. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And then from your hips, just really think about opening up there. Beauty. Beauty. Nice, Sierra. Good reach, Brett. Okay, we have 2 sides. There we go. Squeeze those glutes. Push it up, push it up, push it up. Yes. Good. Think about those stages. Peeling up off the ground, pushing up through that shoulder. Beauty. Nice. Grab a drink when you're done your 5 and 5. Okay. So before we go into our last one, I just want to talk about that rotation through the shoulder and how we actually get up into this kind of bridge looking position. So when we're down on the floor, our shoulder is internally rotated to start. That's just how we're seated. It's pulling forward. So when you go up into your bridge, it kind of stops you from going any higher. So what we're going to do now is roll that shoulder back behind us using our lats right here. Roll that shoulder, and that's what you can push up and get this nice bridge look. So I'll show you on the floor. So my shoulder's internally rotated here. I can't really externally rotate it at all at the moment. So when I go up, it kind of gets stuck. So what I need to do is lift up through my shoulder and actually roll it, thinking about rolling it underneath of my body. And then it pivots back around. So it's this extra roll and lift up and out. That's why this collapse and lift is so important. So that's what we want to do during lift it up. So this round, that's what I want you to think about, is how to get out of a stuck shoulder. It's easier said than done, I understand. The more we kind of think about these tiny little details, the whole thing will get better. Okay, so we're going to do 5 more each. Okay, so getting ready into position, recognizing that your shoulder is turned in forward. You're going to go up and then lift and roll that shoulder. 2. It gives you a little bit more height. 4. 1 more. 5. Fantastic. Last side. 1 more time. Okay, stay nice and tall and lifted. Up, push through the ground. 1. Nice strong shoulders. 4. Lots of tension through those legs here. Full body for your last one. Up. Good job. 5. Take a break, take a little rest, grab a drink, a little elbow. Okay. So we're gonna take a break from that position and we're gonna burn up the shoulders a little bit more in another. So we're gonna go into our monkey press. So this comes from, okay. This comes from your downward dog. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, downward dog here. Ear between the biceps, bending the elbows, just drawing the head to the floor and pushing it back up. Right? Simple, simple. Really demanding on the tops of those shoulders there. Okay, so we're gonna do 5. Then we're gonna come down into a beast. So we'll go beast position, up to downward dog, monkey press, back to a beast. So this is where you can always just stay in your downward dog position if you'd like. If you've trialed a few, we're ready to do 5 reps together. Okay, so beast position or downward dog, up, monkey, woo, 1, beast, up, 2, beast, bum up, keep the bum lifted, 3, beast, bum up, 4, beast, keep that head tucked, 5, take a break. Whew. Okay. Well, does not feel good. Let's get ready to do that again. Okay. So starting position in bear, Darlene and beast, or what's the other one? Downward dog. You can keep flat feet going into the monkey press, or you can go up onto your toes, whatever works best for you. So in beast, our knees are just lifted off the floor and they're being tucked in underneath of us. Okay, up to downward dog, forward to a monkey press. 1, down to beast, up, 2, down to beast, up, 3, down to beast, 4, keep those hips high, beast, 1 more, and beast, take a rest. Whew. Oh my goodness. Putting your whole weight over top of your shoulders. Pretty difficult stuff. 1 more round. Okay. Getting ready, back into beast. Last one here. Knees tucked, knees stay lifted, ears between your arms, thumb up, come forward. 1, beast, up, 2, oh my goodness, beast, 3, beast, thumb up, 4, beast, 1 more, and 5, end in beast, and down. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't know if I was going to make it back up. Okay. Drink time. You guys get 1 minute here. We're just going to now take everything that we've done and put it into a little routine. So just take 1 minute for yourself. Let your mind and body kind of register everything that we just did. So we're going to put it into a combination. Okay. I don't think I want my yoga mat. I feel like it's going to get in my way. So I'm going to take this aside. And then I'm going to show you our little combo. So we're going to go from crab to monkey. Here it is. Okay, which way would be best? So if I go crab, monkey, perfect. Okay, so here we are. Everyone watching, we're going to go up into a crab. Crab reach. This hand is going to bring me, and I'm going to rotate into my downward dog, into that monkey press. I'm going to go back using the scorpion from our warm-up and down into our crab, right? Next side, coming up, reaching this hand, pivot, woo, pivot, monkey press, scorpion from earlier, lowering down. Looks good? Okay. So, let's pick a side to start with. Let's be kind and do our most dominant side. So whatever one that you felt best in your crab. Okay, I'm gonna tuck my little shirt in here. Here we go. Let's go up to crab, lift, reach that hand, pivot. Oh my goodness, pivot, monkey press. Leg reaches back to where we came from, and you control yourself back to starting position. Switch hands. We're just gonna alternate here. Up to crab. Reach for the ground. Push the hips up into the air. Monkey. Pivot back. Lower down. Nice. Switch sides. I just want you to keep going with this. If you want to break it down, just work on your crab, you can do so. If you're not ready for the rotation, that's no problem. We're just going to keep going, ladies. Just keep switching. Up. Push through that shoulder. Reach that foot to the ground. The more reps you do, the more smooth you're going to try and control it. Very nice. Just keep alternating. Turn. Up. And down. I'm going to take a little break after you finish this last one. It's fun, right? A little interesting, a little different. Okay, we're gonna just watch Brittany. There you go. Good. All right, awesome. I now would like to see all of you up close here. Go ahead and do it. You are gonna do 6 in total. So that includes one side, the other side. So 6 in total. And then we're done. Are you ready? Give those elbows a little break. And go. That's it. It's called a crab reach. Really feel that reach happen. That helps pop the body over. There you go. Lead with that leg as you're coming back. Beautiful. Nice. Nice, Darlene. Good working around it. Perfect. Oh, it's that side. Yeah, one side. Oh, this is lovely. Keep thinking how smooth you can go. Awesome. Finishing it out. Perfect. Good. Leading with that hand as you're coming up from that crab. That hand is pulling you forward and it pops your hips up. We'll press and then really lead with that foot. Catch and lower. Right at the end here. Reach, reach, reach. Rotate around. Open those hips. Get the foot to the floor. Oh, so lovely. Okay, at the very end, once you guys are finished, we're gonna go ahead and do our death stretch. What we've been doing for our thighs and our hip flexors. So I'm gonna go to my couch and use that as my surface. You can use a wall, a couch, a cabinet, whatever you have. And I just want a pad for under my knee. I'm going to place that knee right into the corner of the floor. Put my foot up the wall, the couch here. We're going to start forward in this nice long lunge. So my back is flat. There's a nice straight line from my knee to hip to shoulder. All I'm going to do here is go into my hip tilts. Just try and rock into the hips. You might feel your hips lift up and rock backwards. It's all right. One more, hold it in as a tuck. Lift your hands to your knee. Your shoulders are lifted. And hip tucks. So how to get into these in your split stance, you'll notice your hips and your pubic bone is facing the floor. You have this like dump in that low back. You want to pull the hips underneath so your pubic bone's facing in front, nice and square in front of you. You have no more dump in that low back. Tuck. Big exhale as you tuck it under and you feel that stretch in front. One more, hold that tuck up. You're going to use that front leg now to push your hips back towards your heel. Maintaining that hip tilt here. Nice neutral position. One more. Beauty. Bring it down and switch sides. Starting out in this nice long lunge. Just 5 is our number, 5 hip rocks. I feel like this is the hardest one to find those hip tilts through. One more, hold it up. 5. And hip rocks up here. 1, 2. You might feel like you're dropping down and sinking, pulling it back and lifting to get right in front of that hip flexor. 4. Good, hold it up. 5. And straighten out that front leg. Push your hips back towards that heel. 2. 3. 4. One more. 5. Beauty. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me again. This is week 5. So we have one more week to go. We'll do another renewal as well. So just look out for that one. And I will touch base with you guys later. Mwah! Have a great night. Good job.